Artyomova would have to be the favorite. She's been dominating all the 1,500-meter races and mile races this year, although she did not go to the World Championships this year. She failed to run in her national championships. The Soviets did not take her. Melinte, you mentioned, the world indoor record holder.
Artyomova has been very consistent on the Grand Prix circuit. This is her 8th stop. She has 7 first-place finishes so far.
Well, this is her World Championship. Since she didn't get to go to the World Championships, this is the sort of thing she can do to make up for it, to try to run fast here, to try to win the Grand Prix. That would make some difference for her.
Lorraine Baker from Great Britain out to a very early lead. Pattysue Plumer from the United States currently in last place.
Baker looking very much like a pacemaker to me at this point. And rarely do women get to have a pacemaker in their races, a common feature in men's middle distance running. Some people say that's why the women haven't run as fast as they could run in the middle distance races.
Also right there near the front is Mary Slaney. Lorraine Baker in first, Artyomova in second, but Mary Slaney, very strong first lap, right there in third place.
Of course, she used to be the world record holder in this event, her 4:16.71, still the American record. And I think this is a good development for Mary Slaney. If she can hold it together, they went through the quarter mile in right around 62 seconds, well under world record pace. If she can hold this on, she will be able to be separated from the field. She can relax a little bit. She can back off that pace and maybe keep it going. And I think Artyomova could be vulnerable after going out so quickly. The question is, can Mary Slaney keep the pace going?
Definitely been running this race for many years. I noticed as she went past that first lap, she looked over at the clock. You think she's on a pace that she wants to have right now?
Well, neither of the women who are in contention up front, Lorraine Baker leading is the pacemaker, neither of the women up front want to be running quite this fast. Once you go out that quickly, it's sort of in the bank. You say, all right, I've gone out quickly, more quickly than I would like. I'm ahead of world record pace. Now I need to relax, get into a good running rhythm, and just try to keep it going, keep the legs moving. Mary Slaney has lost a little bit of her rhythm right now.
But those three far out of the field, and again, Mary Slaney looks over at the clock to see what her time is.
Slaney has become a little detached as they went through in around 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 7 seconds. So this is world record pace that Artyomova is running, and Artyomova, a former unofficial world record holder in the mile. Back in 1984, she ran 4:15.8. Unfortunately, there was no drug testing at that meet, and it couldn't be recognized or ratified as an official world record. She then left track and field for a while, had a baby, returned to run 5th place in the 3,000 meters at the 1988 Olympics, and now has returned to the top ranks of the mile and 1,500 meters.
And she is separating herself from the field. It is all by herself. Natalya Artyomova. The pace setter far away now. Lorraine Baker has dropped off. Alone in second is Mary Slaney, and then about 50 yards behind her, the rest of the pack. But Artyomova just cruising in this final lap.
Well, she's running with a strong motivation. She's going to win the Grand Prix for the women's mile for this year. If she can break 4 minutes and 16 seconds, she'll win the overall Grand Prix for the women. That's another $25,000. Goes a long way in the Soviet Union these days.
A long way anywhere, and here she comes, 4:15, 4:16. It's going to be close. Natalya Artyomova of the Soviet Union, an easy victory in the women's mile. Here comes Mary Slaney. Although she didn't challenge Artyomova, she has to be happy finishing second, and a big battle for third right now. So Artyomova all by herself.
Tremendous pressure. She had to lead from well out in the race, had to push the pace. She went through in about 3 minutes and 14 seconds, which means she had to run under 62 seconds for the last lap. She just wasn't able to do it. Got a little tight towards the end of the race, and she just finishes a little more than 1 second outside of what she would have needed. Mary Slaney, a good effort to run aggressively with Artyomova in the early going, and earns herself a second place and one of her fastest times in recent years.
And the official results, Natalya Artyomova wins the women's mile. Mary Slaney is second. And from the Soviet Union, Lyudmila Rogachova is third.